engineer, murdered in his house in Silver Lake in the early hours of Thursday morning, 14th of December. Jurisdictional tangle. This latest murder brings the total number of law enforcement agencies involved in the case to 3, as each of the crimes was committed under a different jurisdiction. Mr. Butterfield's murder in Silver Lake falling under the purview of the LAPD, Ms. Landry's murder in West Hollywood under the Sheriff's Department, and Mr. McNeil's murder under the Manhattan Beach PD. Detectives at the scene declined to comment on the extent to which the 3 agencies were cooperating with each other. Please turn to page B, column 3. 1. Tuesday, December 19th. L.A. was sunshine. L.A. was darkness. L.A. was the golden dream and the broken promise. It was freeways and gridlock, canyons and smog, stars ripped out of the sky and entombed in the sidewalks. It was 7 million souls dreaming the dream, drifters and grifters and corrupt politicians. L.A. was where the white men came and saw there was no land left. To the cops, it was a battleground. To the crooks, it was a playground. To the residents of Watts, it was Lower Alabama, Mississippi with palm trees. L.A. was where you could drive all day and never arrive, a city connected and dissected by freeways that writhed like serpents in the night. It was both despoiler and despoiled. L.A. grew fat on defense contracts and the Cold War death drive, but fooled the world into thinking it was in the glamour biz. L.A. was the beautiful lie. And maybe this was why, like millions of others, Kerry Gaudet felt as if she knew L.A. before she ever set foot there. But when her $60 thrift flight flew in from Spokane and she stepped off the plane, she sensed something more than what she'd been told by the TV shows and magazines. She sensed some friction in the air, some knife edge, some madness. And she could tell the other passengers felt it too. L.A. was as jumpy as Saigon. Kerry picked up her bag from the carousels, rented an Oldsmobile Cutlass from the Hertz concession, and drove to the motel the travel agency had arranged. It was nestled amongst warehouses and machine shops in a bleak stretch of Culver City, just off the 405. Designed with an Indian theme, the motel's concrete cabins were shaped like wigwams, so it looked as if a tribe of Sioux had set up camp right there in the shadow of the freeway. She changed out of her jungle fatigues, worked burn cream into her neck and chest, popped 2 codeine to tamp down the pain. She changed into capris and pumps and a cotton t-shirt which stuck to the burn cream. Even though there was a phone in her cabin, she left the motel to use the payphone across the road, calling the man her buddies back in Vietnam had told her about. He took her order and gave her a place to meet, then hung up. She put down the receiver, and a weight of fear flashed through her. Only now did she pray that she could trust the man. She crossed back to her wigwam and stopped a moment to stare at the giant billboard that loomed over the motel grounds, partially covering the roaring freeway behind. It depicted orange groves and oil derricks, idyllic beaches and gleaming freeways, the Hollywood sign and rolling green mountains. A couple rode horses through this landscape, and even though they were only shown in silhouette, Kerry got the sense that they were happy, healthy, well-adjusted. Underneath was the city's municipal slogan, "It all comes together in Los Angeles." A truck boomed past, making the billboard rattle. Back in her room, Kerry emptied her military bag and returned with it to the Cutlass. She took the Los Angeles road map from the glove box and found where she was supposed to be going. She hooked north onto the 405. She watched the city flicker past, the moon bathing it in a chalky light. That frisson was in the air once more, that fever wind,